So before we discuss that chroma rework concept video, let me try to showcase first that this frame is still good outside of idle hunting. In fact, with the right setup, you can still take this dragon to endgame levels like long endurance runs. Basically, chroma right now is still chroma. Both his elemental ward and vex armor are great, but his spectral scream and effigy are not so good. I have some ideas to make his first and fourth ability great, and we will discuss that on the next video. But for now, let me showcase first how you can become an undying dragon of destruction at endgame levels. As you might have noticed, I was packing my chroma with a 1275 scorn buff, and 1002 fury buff. This was the mod setup I was using, and if you have seen my idle and hunting chroma build, then yes, this is the same mod setup. The only difference is, instead of adding steel charge, I did include growing power, since we will most likely be proccing status in missions outside of idle and hunting. And also, instead of primed continuity, I did add hunter adrenaline for energy restore. In idle and hunt, you won't be needing energy, as it will just take you 1 or 2 shots to take down the limbs and idle itself. However, at endgame levels like long survival runs, it is wise to have some sort of backup energy restore, aside from orbs or your Zenurix energizing dash, as there are enemies like energy leech which will drain your energy. If you are worried about the duration, then don't, as both elemental ward will have 40+ duration, which is enough time to restore your energy and recast your 2 abilities again. Now, you might also wonder why I did put umbral fiber instead of umbral vitality in this mod setup. It's because, based from my experience, the 1009 armor does give you more mileage in endgame levels, compared to having 850 health increase from umbral vitality. If you really love chroma though, and you still have your umbral former on your inventory, then now is the right time to spend it and put all umbral mods on your chroma. A full umbral chroma build would look like this, and this will give you 1070 health, 1243 armor, and 345% power strength, which results to 1207% scorn buff and 948% fury buff from your vex armor. But if you don't have the umbral former, then you can just stick with this mod setup. Anyway, you still won't die with this build, as I will show you some tricks to create an undying dragon. Now, the amount of power strength you can achieve with chroma doesn't stop from properly modding this frame. You can have more power strength with the help of the new kit gun Arcane Pax Bolt. This arcane will give you 30% more power strength if you successfully activated your ability within 4 seconds, right after you landed a headshot kill. But there's a trick on proccing that 30% ability strength on your vex armor. The key is, you need to activate Pax Bolt first, before casting your vex armor. The buff coming from this arcane won't proc if you already have vex armor on. Also, you must wait until you max out your scorn and fury buff first, before recasting your vex armor again. After getting the full buff, you can now safely recast vex armor. That is how I increase my scorn buff to 1275%, and fury buff to 1002%. You will definitely have more if you can use that full umbral mod setup I've shown you earlier. Before we proceed to any undying setup, let's discuss what element should you prefer for an endgame chroma. Based on my experience, I find both ice and fire elements helpful for endgame levels. Ice element does give you bonus armor, while fire gives you health. But which element is better? Honestly, I find the fire element more effective for my build. I think my build has enough armor, which results to huge damage mitigation. What I need is additional health to fully take advantage of that damage mitigation. And also, the full health restore is really helpful honestly, which is why I choose fire over ice. Actually, you really don't need to have Arcane Grace if you can replenish your health with your melee weapon. You can use a strong endgame melee weapon like the Legion, and equip it with either Healing Return or Life Strike. Here's a quick tip: if you are using Healing Return on your setup, make sure to use a high status chance weapon with wide range, like the Legion, so you can effectively take advantage of this mod's effect. On the other hand, if you are using Life Strike, be sure to not max rank it, otherwise, the huge energy drain will be bothersome for your chroma. Yes, you can restore your energy with Hunter Adrenaline or Rage, but the thing is, the energy channeling will be huge that you will definitely have no energy left to cast your vex armor. Both Life Strike and Healing Return setup are good, but if you really want to do some serious long endurance runs, then I strongly suggest you try out Korudo. This sparring weapon will truly make you an undying dragon. Not only does it has innate lifesteal, but it can also deal good amount of damage at endgame levels. In fact, this red crit setup I have for Myco Rudo can destroy high level enemies fast and easy, especially if we take Chroma's Fury buff into consideration. It's really a perfect synergy that every Chroma mains must try. So yes, Chroma is still endgame viable right now. He may not have that overpowered Vex armor buff in the past, but still, Chroma can survive and even destroy endgame content with the right setup. His elemental ward and Vex armor are what makes Chroma one of the best survivalists in the game. However, that's the problem, Chroma is still Chroma until now. He is just one-sided, and I really feel that his first and fourth ability are underutilized. I really hope Digital Extremes will somehow make those underutilized abilities great, which is why I will release that Chroma rework concept video next. I do hope to give some insights on how to make both Spectral Scream and Effigy better in that video, and I really wish you support me with this one. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.